Hello, Japan, you guys. Today I want to talk about the control over our thoughts. Do you believe you have complete control over your own thoughts? If you answer yes to this question, then do you think only what you want to think for 5 minutes? This is almost impossible because as thoughts are not something we do, but rather something that happens to us. Yes. In fact, if we could completely control of our thoughts, it would be like holding the key to life. There is a saying, if you reduce your thoughts, over half of life's problem will be automatically resolved. This is because over 50% of our thoughts are often filled with unnecessary fantasies, worries, and fears about things that haven't happened, past wounds or regrets, thoughts that exhausted and drained us. Then it might seem that having no thoughts at all will solve everything, but in practice, this is not easy. Because thoughts are not something we do, but something happens to us. The notion of not thinking sounds simple enough, right? And we refer to this practice in meditation and mindfulness. Many people train themselves to cultivate this ability, yet it is not as easy as it sounds. There may be another approach to think only what you want to think. For the next 5 minutes, try to thinking only the thoughts you choose. Even within that short 5 minutes, uninvited thoughts will likely interrupt you. This too is not as easy as it sounds. This constant effort to think only what you want isn't something called a law of attraction or a visualization. And this way, we must recognize that humans are indeed fragile beings. Even though my brain and heart are entirely my own, they do not function as I wish. So, in the future, we will discuss how we gain control of our thoughts. Okay, so our goal is to grow a little by little each day. So today's growth task is to spend 5 minutes in thinking only the thoughts you want. And the first, acknowledge that your thoughts are not entirely within your control. Yeah, so today we talked about the control of thoughts, right? So we really think that, we can control thoughts, but it's not true. It's almost impossible because thoughts are not something we do. Thoughts are just popped in my head unconsciously. That's why we should just accept it. It is very important. So if we just reduce our thoughts, our problems will be solved automatically more than 50%, right? But it's very difficult. It's always easier said than done. And we just try to just think about thoughts that we desire to think, but it's not easy as well because again our thoughts are not something we do. Yeah, our thoughts are something that just popped in my head. So we don't really know the exact reason for that. So we should just acknowledge that we are just weak and we don't have just full control over our thoughts. So we should acknowledge about that. This is just first step to awareness, our thought process. Okay, so jackpot you guys. I hope you guys have really jackpot day today, of course, and see you tomorrow.